All right, welcome to a study guide designed to help you absolutely nail copyright fundamentals for the LECPA and, for the rest of your career. We're going to break this all down so it actually sticks, not just for exam day, but for years down the road. Let's get into it.
So, let's start with a feeling that might be a little too real. We've all been there, right? That late-night grind on a massive project. Picture it. You pour like 100 hours into a complex Excel model for a case study, and then a classmate just borrows it, and they get the top grade. That feeling of unfairness, well, that's not just a feeling. It's actually the entire reason a core legal principle exists to protect your work.
So, what is this legal shield called? It's copyright. This is the official legal protection for original works. We're talking everything from books and articles to the software you use every day. It basically gives you, the creator, the exclusive rights to your own stuff. Okay, here it is. LECPA study hack number 1. If you only remember one thing, make it this. Copyright protection is automatic. The very second you create something, it's protected. You don't have to register it, you don't have to file any paperwork. The act of creation is the act of protection. It's that simple. To make this all super easy to remember, let's build a little mental filing cabinet in our heads. Just 3 drawers. We're going to start with the first one, the protected file. This is for everything that is automatically yours. So, what goes in this first drawer? Well, basically anything you write or say. You've got the obvious stuff, books, articles, newspapers, but it also includes things like lectures, personal letters, and, this is a big one for us, computer programs.
Next up in this file, we have all the visual stuff. Think art and design. So drawings, paintings, photos for sure. But also the more technical things you'll actually use, like illustrations, maps, and all those charts and plans you'll be making in your reports.
And of course, copyright also covers the things we hear and watch. This includes music, plays, choreography for a dance, and any kind of audiovisual works. Think movies, vlogs, or presentations.
So how long does this automatic protection actually last? The rule is pretty straightforward and easy to remember. It lasts for the entire life of the creator, plus another 50 years after they pass away. That is a really, really long time.
Okay, let's move on to the second drawer in our mental filing cabinet. We'll call this one the remix file. This is all about what happens when you create something new that's based on something that already exists. Now, the official legal term for this is a derivative work, but honestly, the easiest way to think about it is just as a remix. It could be a movie based on a book, a translation of a textbook, or even a compilation of articles for a case study. You're taking something original and transforming it.
And the law is super clear on this. It says your new remix gets its very own brand new copyright protection. But, and this is a huge but, it does not give you any rights over the original work. The original copyright stays completely intact.
And once you start looking, you'll see derivative works literally everywhere. That movie adaptation of your favorite book, that's one. A Filipino dubbed version of a foreign show, that's one too. Even that collection of journal articles your professor gives you is a protected derivative work.
All right, on to our final and, I'd argue, most critical file, especially when you're trying to spot trick questions on an exam. This is the free-for-all file. It's for everything that you cannot copyright.
LECPA study hack number 2. Please burn this into your brain because examiners love to test this. You cannot copyright an idea. You can only copyright the specific, tangible expression of that idea. Let's make that crystal clear. The general idea of, say, a new accounting system, that's not protected. Anyone can think of that. But the specific software code you write for that system or the detailed user manual you create for it, that expression is protected. See the difference?
The law also makes a few other things public domain, just to make sure information can flow freely. So, you can't copyright the news, raw data, a mathematical formula like assets equals liabilities plus equity, or the actual text of a law itself.
Now this is a big one. What about stuff the government makes? The general rule is simple. Works created by the Philippine government as part of official duties are not copyrighted. So things like official reports and court rulings are generally free for the public to use.
But there's always a but, right? There's always an exception. What if someone wants to take that government work and use it to make some money?
And the answer is, yes, they can, but there's a catch. If you want to use a government work for profit, you have to get approval from the agency that made it first. And get this, they can even charge you royalties. So no copyright doesn't mean it's a commercial free-for-all.
Okay, let's lock all this information in so it stays with you for the long haul. Time for a rapid review. Your 3-year retention cheat sheet.
Just remember our 3-drawer filing cabinet. Drawer 1, the protected file, original works, protection is automatic. Drawer 2, the remix file, new works based on old ones, they get their own copyright. And Drawer 3, the free-for-all file. You can't protect ideas, facts, or most government works. That's the whole framework.
So why does any of this actually matter to you, a future CPA? It's not just about passing an exam. The financial models, the reports, the analysis you create, that's your intellectual property. Protecting your own work and respecting your client's intellectual property is a massive part of being a professional with integrity.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. In a world where AI can generate reports and analyses in seconds, what does original creation even mean for an accountant anymore? It's a huge question, and the answer is going to shape the future of your entire profession.